of her. Somebody wants to join.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
Someone seriously needs to pull Kanye West aside before he spirals even more out of control. The stuff he's been posting online lately, wild. He's been on these bizarre, non-stop Twitter rants for like 2 months straight, and every post just keeps getting messier and more out of pocket. But this time, he crossed a line that might have just blown everything up. And now, he's got Beyonce on his case. Yeah, that's right. A few days ago, Kanye went off on Beyonce and Jay-Z. And no, this wasn't one of his usual jealous outbursts claiming they act all high and mighty. This was something way more personal and disturbing. For some strange reason, he dragged their kids into it, especially the twins, and said some cruel, straight-up unacceptable stuff no parent should ever have to hear, especially not from someone they used to call a friend. Now here's the thing, Beyonce's always been known for keeping things low-key. She doesn't usually get into social media beefs or public drama, but rumor has it this was her final straw. Word going around is that she's done playing nice. She's furious and ready to make Kanye pay for disrespecting her family like that. And honestly, it's looking like Kanye messed with the wrong one this time. Sources are whispering about a major comeback move from Beyonce that might leave Kanye shook. What's wild is that these three used to be tight, like ride or die status. They were one of the most powerful friendships in the game, and everyone could feel how real it was. For the longest time, it looked like nothing could break their bond. But things started falling apart almost a decade ago.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They could control Shaq. They could control Charles Barkley. They could control LeBron James. They could control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I want. Mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of people like to blame Kanye's fallout with Beyonce and Jay-Z on his thing with Kim Kardashian. But nah, the real problem was Kanye himself and all the crazy stuff he kept pulling. It's honestly no surprise why Bey and Jay had to step back. Kanye kept airing out their personal business and blasting them in public just because they weren't acting like the kind of friends he thought they should be. Remember back in 2016 when Kanye totally put Beyonce on blast at one of his shows? He accused her of basically buying an award, said she bullied the organizers into handing it to her instead of him. He even claimed she wouldn't perform unless she got her way. Who does that? After that, Kanye just wouldn't stop. His rants about them kept getting wilder and more disrespectful. And let's not forget how he went after Jay-Z the same year, calling him out for not checking in after Kim got robbed in Paris. That moment, yeah, that's when everyone knew the friendship was done for. Then fast forward to 2022, and Kanye drops another bomb, accusing Jay-Z and Beyonce of taking people out and saying they were under someone's control. That's some serious stuff to be throwing around. Kanye's been out of pocket for a while now, and honestly, it's kind of shocking that Beyonce stayed silent this long. But now, he crossed a line he can't come back from. He came at their kids for no reason, claiming something's wrong with her twins. Kanye really took it too far with this one. He tweeted something so out of pocket people couldn't believe their eyes. He said, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids?" There was. No, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is a blessing. Having children is a choice. Like, what? That's just straight up wrong. And even though he deleted the tweets later, he made it crystal clear he wasn't sorry at all. He only took them down so Twitter wouldn't flag his account. He followed up by tweeting, "I need everyone to know that I took the post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenzo's family down because there was a possibility of my Twitter being canceled. Not because I'm a good person." Then he threw even more shade saying, "F them and their entire family."
Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. Truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puppies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
That's beyond disrespectful. He dragged their whole family. And for what? Those kids never did anything to him. What's really sick is that Kanye knows how much hate Beyonce's kids, especially her son, Sir, have gotten just because she chooses to keep them out of the spotlight. He knows they don't deserve that. And Beyonce, she's been through hell for those kids. In a Raw interview with Vogue, she talked about her tough pregnancy with the twins, saying, "I was 218 pounds the day I gave birth to Rumi and Sir. I was swollen from toxemia and had been on bed rest for over a month. My health and my baby's health were in danger, so I had an emergency C-section. We spent many weeks in the NICU. I was in survival mode and did not grasp it all until months later. After the C-section, my core felt different. It had been major surgery. During childbirth, some of your organs get shifted around, and in rare cases, they're even temporarily removed. Not everyone gets how serious that is. Beyonce needed real time to heal, to get her strength back after all that. And let's not forget how cruel people have been in the past. Remember how some grown folks bullied Blue Ivy when she was just a baby, calling her hair nappy, saying she was ugly? All that nonsense. She was just a child. Now she's 13, and the hate still hasn't stopped. So it's no wonder Beyonce's extra protective over the twins, especially Sir. A while back, people started pointing out how she seems to keep Sir out of the spotlight more than ever. He wasn't at her big halftime show, and he wasn't part of her Good Morning America interview for The Lion King either. Blue Ivy and Rumi were there, shining bright, but Sir, nowhere to be seen. He also skipped the Super Bowl where Blue and Rumi were spotted, and that's when all the wild rumors kicked in. People started gossiping about everything. Some saying he might have autism, others claiming Beyonce's hiding him because of some kind of disability. It's been nonstop talk, and the fact that Beyonce and Jay-Z have stayed silent about it, that's just made folks even more curious. Fans can't help but ask, why don't we ever see Sir? Blue Ivy's been out here front row at award shows, even performing on stage. Rumi pops up from time to time too. But Sir, he's still a mystery. Some think Bey and Jay are just being super protective, while others swear there's more going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But Beyonce's mom, Miss Tina Knowles, wasn't about to just sit back and let people spin their own wild stories. She stepped up and tried to shut all that down, saying folks got it all wrong about Sir. According to her, there's no mystery, no drama. Sir's just a private kid who's not into the fame game or being in the spotlight like that. Tina, who's always been super close with her grandkids, gave fans a rare peek into Sir's personality, and it's nothing like people were assuming. In an interview, she shared, Sir is a very, very smart child. He likes numbers, and he's very low-key. She explained that unlike his sisters who kinda enjoy the attention here and there, Sir's more about doing his own thing, staying low, and focusing on what he loves. So really, it sounds like Beyonce and Jay-Z are just being good parents, respecting their son's wishes, the way any parent should. And let's be real, it's pretty wild that Kanye's calling them out for keeping Sir private, when he's been going off about Kim Kardashian putting North in the spotlight. Kanye's been yelling about how he wants more privacy for North, saying she should grow up away from all that fame. But now, he's clowning Bey and Jay for doing the exact same thing for their son? That's some next level hypocrisy. And guess what? Beyonce's not playing anymore. Word is, she's ready to hit back, legally. According to Page 6, she's thinking about taking Kanye to court over this whole mess. Jay-Z and Beyonce were shocked when Kanye came after their youngest kids in that nasty all-caps rant he posted on X Tuesday night. Now here's where things start heating up for real. Beyonce's legal team is already gearing up, and sources say she's not just coming for Kanye's tweets. She's going after his pockets too. That's right. She's reportedly planning to sue for defamation and emotional distress, especially over the things he said about her kids. And with Jay-Z backing her up, Kanye might be in way deeper than he thought. Insiders are saying that Bey and Jay are furious, and they've had enough of Kanye's games. This isn't just about some online beef anymore. This is about protecting their family. And they've got the resources, the power, and the connections to make sure Kanye feels every bit of that pressure. But guess what? Kanye doesn't seem worried. At least not yet. He's still out here, acting like he's untouchable, posting cryptic messages, and trying to play the victim. One post said, "They're all just scared of me telling the truth. I won't be silenced." But let's be real. At this point, even some of his own fans are starting to question whether he's gone too far. And it's not just Bey and Jay watching him now. Other celebs are speaking out too, calling him out for crossing a line. People who used to ride with Kanye are backing away fast. The industry's getting cold on him, and if this lawsuit goes through, he could be facing not just a legal battle, but a full-on career meltdown. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, guess who else is getting dragged into this chaos? Kim Kardashian. Yep, word on the street is that Kim's name is now being thrown around because of Kanye's latest drama, and she is not happy about it. Sources close to Kim say she's embarrassed and fed up with Kanye constantly making headlines for all the wrong reasons, especially when it's dragging her name right back into the spotlight. Apparently, Kim's been trying to keep things cool with Beyonce and Jay-Z, especially after all the tension from back in the day. But now, Kanye's gone and lit up that old beef all over again, and Kim's caught in the crossfire. Insiders say Kim is doing damage control.
What does that mean to you? Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited
Well,
she is.
Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff. So he's not into the fashion.
Reaching out behind the scenes to distance herself from Kanye's wild behavior, making it clear she's not involved in any of this mess. What's more, some people are saying Kim might actually side with Beyonce on this one. That's how far Kanye's pushed it. She's tired of defending him, tired of the drama, and honestly, she's got her own battles going on. The last thing she needs is Kanye stirring up more problems with powerful people like Bey and Jay. And here's the twist. Some fans are even speculating that this latest drama might give Kim the final push she needs to fight for more custody over their kids, using Kanye's reckless behavior as proof that he's not stable enough to be around them full time. Now let's talk about the real fallout. Kanye's money moves are in serious trouble. With all this drama blowing up, brands that once lined up to work with him are now backing off fast. Big names in fashion and business are reportedly hitting pause on any deals with Kanye, scared of getting caught up in his mess. One insider spilled that a major fashion house pulled out of a collab last minute, saying, "We can't risk our brand being associated with his behavior." That's a huge hit for Kanye, who's already lost big partnerships in the past. And it's not just about business deals. Kanye's social circle is shrinking too. People who used to call him a genius are now keeping their distance, not wanting their names tied to his chaos. Even some of his own team are rumored to be jumping ship, not wanting to get dragged down with him as the heat turns up. Meanwhile, Beyonce's silence since all this went down, it's loud, real loud. She hasn't said a word directly, but everyone knows she's moving behind the scenes. And that's what's got Kanye really sweating. When Bey doesn't respond publicly, it means she's cooking up something powerful, something that hits hard where it hurts most, and fans are rallying behind her. Social media is lit with support for Bey, calling Kanye out and demanding he finally be held accountable. Protect Beyonce and leave her kids alone have been trending, with people all over the world slamming Kanye for crossing that line. Now here's where things get even crazier. Kanye's next move? He's threatening to expose secrets about Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's right, he's out here hinting that he's sitting on some deep dirt, and he's ready to air it all out if they don't back off. On a recent live stream, Kanye said, "They think they can scare me? I know things about them that nobody else knows. If they want war, I'll give them war." People are shook, wondering what kind of secrets he's even talking about. But let's be real. This could just be another desperate bluff from Kanye, trying to keep the spotlight on himself as everything falls apart around him. Still, it's got fans buzzing, with some begging Bey and Jay to hit back hard and shut him down for good. Meanwhile, legal experts are already chiming in, saying that if Kanye really tries to leak personal or false info, he could be digging his own grave. We're talking serious lawsuits, gag orders, and even more trouble than he's already in. One lawyer said, if he thinks he can just say anything without consequences, he's dead wrong. This could cost him everything. And you know Beyonce. If he does cross that line, she's not just going to defend herself. She'll make sure it's the last time he messes with her or her family. Quiet revenge, that's her style. Jay-Z and Beyonce are done staying quiet. They're not about to let this slide after Kanye came for their kids in such a nasty, disrespectful way. The couple is furious, and they're already figuring out how they want to deal with this. Whether it's behind closed doors or straight up in court, they're not letting him off easy. They've seen the posts, even the ones Kanye deleted, and they are disgusted. Now, it's just a matter of time before they make their next move. And fans, oh, they are heated. People are calling Kanye out all over social media. One fan said, "No matter how you feel about Beyonce, this is disgusting." Others pointed out the crazy double standards, like how Kanye put his own daughter on a track with Diddy, but still has the nerve to talk about other people's kids. One comment read, "He's clearly mentally gone. I'm sick of all the excuses made for Kanye." He called Beyonce's children the R word, said George Floyd died of fentanyl, and claimed slavery was a choice. What more do y'all need to hold him accountable? And let's not forget, this is the same Kanye who was crying on stage, begging for North to have play dates with Blue Ivy, Now he's out here saying the most vile things about their family. People are straight up done with him. One user even said, "I wish Beyonce and Jay-Z were who y'all want them to be." Some people really deserve to go missing. This is beyond messy. So what do you think about Kanye's disgusting tweets? Should Bey and Jay take him to court or handle it in private? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what y'all think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to see it. Hit that bell so you never miss the latest tea, and check out the next video for more insane celeb drama. Let's get into it.